So children, last class, ma'am was teaching about food adulteration and we stopped the class with reasons for food adulteration. Today we will learn a few examples of adulterated food and what adulterant they are using in particular food to make it attractive or to increase the quantity. Okay, first we will take milk as an example. Milk is commonly adulterated with water. So what is the adulterant used? What is the substance used to make milk impure here? Water is used. So commonly people will use, please remember this because you will have few questions. Okay, common substance that is added to milk to make it impure is water. Other adulterants of milk are detergent to make it to look more white. Okay, they'll add detergent and chalk. They're adding what? Detergent and chalk. Yeah, milk powder also they will add. They'll mix milk powder and water and they'll tell it as like it is a milk that they got from the cow. Okay. So what are the substance? Commonly used substance to make milk or to adulterate milk is the common adulterant used is water. The other adulterants of milks are detergent and chalk. How to check whether it is a pure milk or adulterated milk? Look at the picture. Pure milk will look white than the impure milk, and if chalk powder or anything is added, you can easily see the chalk powder settling down.
Ma'am, I cannot see the screen.
Who is this?
Om Samant.
Children, others can see it?
Yes,
can others see it? Yes, Om, just leave the meeting and join again. So children, by looking at the milk itself, we can find whether it is adulterated milk or a pure milk. Next comes honey. Honey is often adulterated with water and sugar. What they'll do, they'll mix sugar and water, they'll make it as a sugar syrup, and they will add few color to it, food color to it, to make it to look like honey, and they'll use it. So there are ways to check whether it is a pure honey or it is an adulterated honey. I'll tell you by how you can check that. Okay, now children, honey is often adulterated with what? With water and sugar to increase its quantity, to make money, to make profit. Yes?
Ma'am, why are they doing this, ma'am?
To make it to look more attractive and to get more profit. See, if you want honey or if they want to sell honey, they have to do more work. They have to put more effort, and they'll get only little amount of honey only. So what they'll do, they'll take pure honey. In that, they will mix this to make to increase the quantity. Okay, so they can take only half box of half amount of real honey, and they make other half as a water and sugar syrup. They'll mix it and they'll sell it.
Okay, ma'am.
They'll get more profit. No, it's like cheating.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I know another way to find whether it is a pure honey, ma'am.
Yeah, what is it?
Can I tell, ma'am?
Yes.
We should pour honey in a bowl, ma'am, and we should pour water in it, and we should shake the bowl. If it's a pure honey, that honey will look like a honeycomb shape. It will come, ma'am. If it's impure honey, it will not come, ma'am. It will just mix up.
Yes, that's what here also. If you see the screen, children, when your mother or father, when they buy honey at home, take a spoon of honey, take a glass of water and mix the spoon of honey in water. The honey will not mix with water. If the honey which you have at home is getting mixed with water, then it is not a pure honey. And other way also you can check it as Madesh. Very good. That's what I explained now. As you said, you can mix honey in the water, and the real honey, pure honey, will not mix with water. Okay. Whereas the impure honey will get mixed with water. Look at the picture. Pure honey, green color one. Pure honey is not getting mixed with water, whereas the adulterated one is getting mixed with water. It looks like some mild tea, right? Now, the next way to see whether the honey is pure or impure, take a drop of honey, okay, put it on the table or somewhere, okay, on the corner of the floor or somewhere, okay. After half an hour, come and check it, or after 1 hour or after 2 hours. If you see ants coming and eating the honey, then that is not a pure honey. If you see some ants are coming, usually if you have any sweet, ants used to come, right? Sweet or sugar, ants will come and take it. They'll come and eat it. So likewise, drop a honey, okay, on the corner of a floor or on the table. Leave it. Go, come again and see after 2 hours or 3 hours. If you see some ants are eating it, then it is not pure honey. It is a sugar syrup. If it is a pure honey, ants will not come and disturb it, or ants will not come and eat it. Okay, so these are the two ways which you can find whether the honey is a pure one or impure one. Natasha, can you stop sending this message? Yes, if you're prepared, you can submit it. And I already assigned the work in Google Classroom. As you finish, you can just submit it. Next, chili powder. Other two ways are chili powder is adulterated with brick powder. Chili powder, we use it for making gravies, for cooking. We use chili powder, no, to add the flavor, spices. So this chili powder is adulterated with brick powder, because brick powder also looks in the same color. Okay, so they'll just add few brick powders to the chili powders. Next, rice is found adulterated with small stones to increase its weight. Okay, how rice are getting adulterated? They are mixing few stones. They'll mix small stones to the rice to increase its weight. So for example, if Madesh is going, he wanted to buy 1 kg of rice. He's getting 1 kg. But what the shopkeeper or what they have done, they have added few small stones to the rice. Okay, in the rice sack. Madesh will think that, okay, I'm getting 10 kgs of rice. But in the 10 kgs of rice, 1 kg will be of small stones only. So who is getting profit? Madesh is giving money for 10 kg. But in return, he gets only 9 kg of rice. Other 1 kg will be small stones only. So the shopkeeper is cheating Madesh and he's adulterating the rice with small stones and getting profit. Okay, but if you cheat and get profit, that will not be a blessing to you. Not only in this food adulteration, I'm not only talking about food adulteration, in any case. If you're cheating somebody and if you're gaining money out of it, that will not be a blessing to you. Next, look at the picture, children, how the chili powder is getting adulterated with brick powder. So how can you find this? How can you find whether the chili powder is an adulterated one or a pure chili powder? Add teaspoon of chili powder to a glass of plain water. It may turn reddish brown due to the presence of brick powder. Pure red chili powder does not really dissolve in water. Now look at the picture. Pure chili powder, first picture. Look at the first picture. Pure chili powder is not getting mixed with the water. Whereas the second picture, if you see, brick powder is settling down and it's getting mixed with water. Can you all see it? So if you have a chili powder at home, we all have chili powder at kitchen. Okay, it is a mandatory one. We all will have it in the kitchen. Okay, so you can, after this class, take a pure glass of water, transparent glass of water, and don't waste chili powder. Okay, just put 1 spoon of chili powder and check. Okay, and if you have honey at home, just mix it with water and check. If it is a pure honey, it will not get mixed with water. And if it is a pure chili powder, it will not get mixed with water. If some brick powder is added, then the brick powder will, you can see it's getting dissolved in the water. Okay, and with this, we finish lesson 3, food and health. I have few quotes for you for sharing. Okay, I want to share a few quotes with you all. Once upon a time, all food was organic. Okay, now you have many organic shops, right? You will see, ma'am, I have organic vegetables. Ma'am, at my home we will only have organic vegetables. We will only have organic fruits. But once upon a time, everything was organic only. That is common thing. But now what happened due to this food adulteration, due to adding more chemicals to the food, this organic, we are looking at organic food as something new, something evolved just a few years ago. It's not like that. Everything should be organic only. Once upon a time, everything was organic. But now, we are saying what? Organic, we are saying organic is something different and something very new and pure. It's very sad. Okay. Next quote is, there will come a time when only those who know how to plant will be eating. Due to this food adulteration and due to this cheating in the food, okay, due to all this nonsense which is happening with food items, there comes a time where people can only eat, the people who can plant, they will only be able to eat. Okay, just it is an assumption. Next, the last quote, when diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. When diet is correct, medicine is of no need. Can you all read this? When diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. When diet is correct, medicine is of no need. Nice quote, right? So by this, what we are understanding, diet is very, very important. If diet is correct, if our diet is correct, medicine is of no need. If our diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. Okay, next, the last quote, health isn't everything, but without it, everything else is nothing. So I insist all my children to have a proper balanced diet and to be healthy. Thank you, children. Lesson 3 is over. Now we will start lesson 4. Before that, we left out few question answers, few one words of book back exercise, right? The question from food adulteration. We will do that. Everybody take page number 30. Okay, Madej, okay. I saw your message. Don't keep on sending the same message. Everybody take your book, page number 30. Fourth question. Exposure to sunlight is helpful in prevention of rickets. Yeah, that you know. The fifth one we didn't write. Am I right? Dash increase the impurity of food and cause health problems. Which one will increase the impurity of food and causes health problem? Adulterants, not food adulteration. Adulterants. Adulterants increase the impurity of food that are harmful for us. Adulterant. Fifth one answer is adulterant. Then come to true or false. First question. We didn't do first question, right? Food is adulterated to increase its quality. True or false? It is false. Food is adulterated to increase its quantity, not quality. Children know the difference between quality and quantity. Quality is how good an object is or how good your work is. Whereas quantity is the numbers, amount. So first question is false. I hope all other things we did. Now do the C1. Name the common adulterants that are used to decrease the purity and quality of the given food. Honey. What are the adulterants added in honey? Water and sugar. Mahadesh wants me to say fourth and fifth. Fourth one, filling the blanks, fourth one is sunlight. Fifth one is adulterant. Mahadesh. Children, do the C1. Name the common adulterants that are used to decrease the purity and quality of the food. Honey, I told you, water and sugar. What about rice? Write the adulterants that is mixed in rice. Chili powder and milk. Okay, look at the screen. Fill in the blanks. I have all the answers in the screen. Everybody look at the screen. If you were absent for the last class, this may be helpful to you. Write the answers. In the homework period, we discussed this. I hope you remember. Fifth one, adult trend. True or false? False, true, true, false, true, false. D question. Tick the correct answer. Diabetes, obesity, all of the above, night blindness, 5. And sixth one answer is milk is commonly found adulterated with water. Option D, water. I hope you are doing the C1. If you're finished, you can type happy in the chat box. If you're done with the C, letter C, name the common adulterants. If you're done with that part, type happy in the chat box and we'll start lesson 4. True or false, fourth one. Junk food gives us body the strength to fight infections. Natasha, you can just say the answer by reading itself. Why you need whether it is true or false. Just read the question, true or false, fourth one answer. What is the answer? Junk food gives our body the strength to fight infections, it seems. Natasha. Second one. Iodized salt and seafood are rich source of iodine. It's true. So honey is mixed with water and sugar. The common adulterant of honey is water and sugar. Second one, rice. The common adulterant of rice is small stones. Third one, chili powder. The common adulterant that are used in chili powder is brick powder. Brick powder. And last one, in milk, they are adding water. What are the adulterants? Water, detergent and chalk. Among the three, water is the common adulterant used in milk. Rakshana, if you don't have book, please buy book fast because your term exam is coming next month. And after this class, send me a message. I'll try to send the scanned copy of this lesson or the book back exercise. But I want you to get your book fast, okay? Okay, shall we move to fourth lesson, children? Just I will give you introduction. Introduction of lesson 4. Yes. Can you all type okay in the chat box or yes? Sahana, in true or false? Second one is iodized salt and seafood are rich source of iodine. It is true. Okay. So as you all said okay, let me start lesson 4. Pollination. Okay, lesson 4, very small lesson, last lesson of this term. Okay, pollination. Everybody pronounce the word pollination. Repeat it 3 times. Pollination. 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 Okay, pollination means it is a process that happens in flowers. Flowers have pollen grains. Everybody listen. Flowers have pollen grains in them. The transfer of pollen grains is called pollination. The transfer of pollen grains. So before learning about pollination in detail, let us learn about flower. Okay, to learn about the parts of flower and flower, by learning the parts of flower in detail, and if you know the parts of flower only, you can learn about the process pollination. Understood everybody? The lesson is about pollination only, but before learning about pollination, ma'am is going to explain you the parts of flower in detail. Already in class 4, you would have learned the parts of flower. You would have learned only the names. But in this class, I am going to explain you the function of each part of a flower. Okay, and I will teach the process of pollination. Okay. So flower. What is a flower? Flowers are most attractive part of a plant. They produce fruits and seeds. You all know this fact, right? From flowers only we are getting fruits and seeds. New plants grow from seeds. Thus, flowers are very important part which help in producing new plant. So children, which is a more attractive part of a plant? If you see a plant, we always wish to see a flower in it. Yes or no? If you see any plant, we want to see, or we wish to have flowers in the plant. Why? Because flowers are very colorful and very attractive. Okay, we love to look at flowers. Yes or no? We all will love to look at flowers. So these flowers are more attractive, first point. And next point, through flowers only we are getting, okay, first a plant will have flowers, then only we will have fruit and seeds. Okay, and from seed only you will get the new plant. Yes or no? From where we are getting a new plant? If you want a new plant, you will get a seed and you will plant that. Okay, you will sow that seed. So to get a new plant, seed is very important. From where we are getting the seed? From flowers only. That's why flowers are very attractive and they are very important part which help in producing a new plant. Okay, don't write this. Don't write this. Just listen to me. This is an introduction class. Next class I will ask few important points for you to note down. Okay. Okay. So these are the points. Just read the points. Look at the screen and read it. Flowers are the most attractive part of a plant. They produce fruits and seeds. New plants grow from seed. Since new plants are growing from seed, from where we are getting the seed? From flowers only. First a plant or a tree will have flowers. From there only a fruit will be formed and seeds. So flower is very, very important part of a plant because it is a reason for producing a new plant. Next, parts of a flower. Yeah, plants we have different types. Fruit bearing plants. Some plants are just flowers. They will have only flowers. They will not bear fruit. We have different varieties. In that jasmine plant, they will not have any fruit. They are only flower bearing plant. Only flowers will be there. No fruits. Okay. Parts of a flower. Why we are learning about the parts of a flower? Because pollination process happens in the parts of a flower only. Only if you learn about the parts, you can learn about pollination process in detail. Okay, these are the parts of a flower. Petal, you all know petals of a flower. Petal. Okay. Next, stigma. Stigma. Okay. Next, style. Style. Look at the part, children. Which one is stigma and which one is style? Petal, we all know. Petals. It's common. Petal. And this top green color crown-like structure is called stigma. Okay, and the bottom one which connects the style to sepal, stigma to sepal, that part is called style. And you have sepal. A few flowers may have 3 sepal, 4 sepal, and few may have only 2 sepals. Sepal. Wait a minute. Okay. Sepal, ovary and receptacle. In class 3 also I remember teaching you the parts. Petal, stigma, style, sepal, ovary, receptacle, filament and anther. So can you all repeat after me? First, petal. Everybody say it. Petal. Second one, stigma. Stigma. Third, style. Style. Fourth, sepal. 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 Fifth, ovary. 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 Sixth, receptacle. Yes, Madhesh, you can. I'm teaching you something. Don't keep on sending the same message and again and again. Receptacle. R-E-C-E-P-T-A-C-L-E. Receptacle. Filament. Filament. Pronounce it. Filament. Anther. 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 Okay, now I'll give you 2 minutes time to look at the screen, observe the picture, okay, and look at the parts, which is petal, which is stigma, and which part is style, which part is sepal, and which is ovary, which is receptacle, filament, anther. Please learn this. When you come to school, I may give you a flower. I'll ask you to show me the parts. I will tell the parts and you have to show it correctly. In online class also I can do. I will show a part of a flower. I'll ask someone to name the part or identify the part and to name it. So silently look at the screen, observe the picture. Done? Okay, very good. So today's class we learned about few food adulterants that are mixed with few food items. Okay, and we just wrote the answer for mixed out book back exercise of lesson 3, and I gave introduction about pollination. Okay, lesson 4. With this we will finish today's class. Next class we will learn about all these parts of flower in detail. Then we will move into pollination. Okay. If you have any doubt, come to the queue.